In a recent interview with CNBC, actor Matt Damon once again spoke about his Bourne films and the possibility of him returning to the character of Jason Bourne. Damon said the following: "I've always been open to it if Paul Greengrass is the director. We've just never been able to come up with a story. It felt like such a good way to end it last time. Having said that, I love that character. I'd love to see what happened to him." Schnepp, buy or sell that Matt Damon will return at some point as Jason Bourne?
Yeah, I totally buy it. I mean, I loved that Bourne franchise. I think them working together was a great combo. So I could see why Damon's like, look, I'm not coming back to that without my dude. You know, the guy that I felt we made this series work. I mean, obviously Jeremy Renner, and I think it was the writer who then turned director for the fourth one. Had a different vibe to it. It wasn't. I still liked it. It wasn't a failure for me, but I'd love to see Matt Damon come back to the Bourne franchise with Greengrass. So he's right to hold out. So I think it'll happen.
Yeah, I mean, he's been saying this for a long time. This whole thing, hey, I'd be open to coming back if Paul Greengrass comes in direct. This is nothing new. What I find interesting about it is that he's still talking about it. I think Matt Damon has a desire to come back to Bourne. I think he wants to come back to Bourne, and that's why I think he keeps floating it. Look, when George Clooney has something he's tired of talking about and doesn't want to talk about, guess how much he talks about it? Zero.
Right.
And, you know, he's a little bit of a Padawan of George Clooney. I think the reason he keeps coming back to this line is because I'm beginning to believe Matt Damon wants to do Bourne again. But at the same time, he only wants to do it if he can get Greengrass back, because they've worked really well together in the past. I'm with you. I actually didn't mind Bourne Legacy. I thought it was pretty good. I thought it was the worst of the Bourne films, but I still thought on its own, it was a pretty decent little film. I think it's Tony Gilroy who directed it.
Right.
And I would love to see one, though, with the two characters together. I think that would be great. I think he wants to do it. Ian, what do you think?
Yeah, I buy it as far as the question of will he return again, but slightly, just because, again, it's also a matter of what Paul Greengrass wants to do. You know, if Paul Greengrass, maybe he's tired of it, because Paul Greengrass isn't talking about it as much as Matt Damon is. So, but the reason Matt Damon, I think, is absolutely talking about it again is because this character really changed the public perception of him as well, too. Because when that movie came out, no one thought he was going to be an action hero.
Yeah, or
it was
badass.
Ben Affleck running around doing reindeer games and doing whatever he was doing, and then Matt Damon wouldn't do those type of franchises.
Can I just say, biggest snub in Oscar history?
Reindeer games.
Yeah,
okay,
I thought
Paycheck was the snub.
yeah. But to watch him go through that, and I love the first three Bourne movies are some of my favorite movies of all time. I love that trilogy. For me, it's one long movie that just works, and it's because of what he does with the character. I hope, and I agree with you, I want to see him do something with Jeremy Renner's character.
Yeah, that would be great.
Because I don't think Renner's character is strong enough to hold another one of those films all by itself, but I would love to see them pair up.
I think he came up with a great title, Born Again. You said it.
Well, see, somebody else, Viet Nguyen, actually in the chat board right now, wrote Matt Damon returns as Jason Bourne in Reborn Identity.
Yeah.
Reborn.
Not bad.
Hey everyone, if you liked this video, click that thumbs up button and make sure to subscribe to our AMC Movie News YouTube channel. It's free and helps you stay up to date with all the latest movie news, as well as our daily AMC movie talk show. Also, make sure that you follow us on Facebook and Twitter to stay up to date with all of our special promotions, contests, and prize giveaways.